guys and girls, it's Mick here again from Restoration Revival. Got a little bit of a problem. Our WD-40 can, it's got that little red straw on it. Well, I was squirting some into the bores on the L28 that I've recently put together. Little straw on the end there, it shot off like a bullet into my cylinder. Now I cannot see it in there anywhere, so I don't want to pull the motor apart, put it that way. I have ordered an endoscope so I can put a little camera in there to see actually where it's sitting. So maybe I might be able to hook a little piece of MIG wire or something onto it and dislodge it and get it out of there. I've tried compressed air, I've tried vacuum. I just can't get it out. I can't see it. I can't see it. I know it's in there because I did see it when it first went in, and then it must have fallen down right against the edge of the cylinder wall or something, and I can't see it now, so I really don't want to have to pull that motor apart again. Anyway, that's down the track. I'll sort that out later. Now, I've got the floor pan ready to go into the 620. I've just hit it on the underside with some epoxy primer, and I've taped up the edges here where I'm going to weld it, because you can't weld through epoxy primer. As you can see, I just pulled that piece of tape off, so I'll touch that after I've welded it in, touch it up. I've also done the same with the rear deck of the Statesman there, because that's ready to weld in too. I'll probably do that in a couple of days time, but today I'm going to do some work on the 620. So that's ready to go. Well, it's not, because the epoxy's got to dry first, but I'm going to get the 620 in right now and start cutting the old floor pan out. I've marked out where to cut it, so it's just a matter of cutting it. All right, I'll get it in. So I've got the trolley jack just under the seal panel because when I cut the floor out, it's going to be floating, because I've got to cut around where the... Sorry about that, guys. I've got to cut around where the body mount is. And once I've cut that out, I have to fix up the inside of the sill panel, because that's rusty too, and I will have to make a new body mount. So I'll probably make that out of box tube, because it's nice and strong. So yeah, I've marked the lines. I'm not going to cut on those lines. I'm going to cut maybe 5 or 10 mil this side of the line, the inside of the line, because I want the floor pan to be able to sit on it while I'm sorting out the body mount, and then I'll trim it up later when I weld it in. So for now it's just a rough cut. So yeah, I'll get cutting. First thing I do is look underneath the floor pan to make sure there's nothing that I'm going to cut. Not sure whether that's a fuel line or a brake line, but it goes along the chassis rail, so that's pretty safe. But got to make a shallow cut across where the chassis rail actually is, because I don't want to cut the chassis rail. I'll look on what's on the other side of the chassis rail. Hang on. Okay guys, it seems all safe to cut under there, so I'll just be mindful of where the chassis rail is when I cut it. Okay, I'm going to go find a grinder. There wasn't much holding it in around this area here, but yeah, that was all pretty straightforward. So while it's out, I might as well clean this part of the chassis up too, so I'll give that a good wire brush and brush on some rust kill paint. Not too concerned about the chassis, because eventually it's going to be running a different chassis. Might even one day do a tube frame chassis, so yeah. But yeah, what I've got to do first is I've got to get this nut here undone. So I'll squirt some of that evil WD-40 that shot its thing off into my motor onto the threads before I do so. And this part here, I've got to fix all that. Not a hard job, just fiddly because there's stuff in the way. Right, get that off first. Maltesers, get those in other countries? Every Christmas time I get about 28 boxes of Maltesers, I reckon. Little boxes of chocolate covered multi goodness. Thought I'd jack it up a bit to see what would happen. Now I've got access all around here because it's jacked the body up high enough. This one wasn't even holding at all. Wow. Anyway, got to cut all this out. I'll make a stencil first, then I'll cut it out and weld new stuff in. It's going to be strange to have a 620 that's actually safe. Okay guys, that's that part welded in. As I said, I didn't put as many plug welds along the bottom as I could have because I'm going to replace the outside of the sill panel in a few months. I've got to make some bracing up now for the body mount to the sill panel. So that's the next thing. I'm going to use something a little bit heavier duty than what the factory put on there to make it a bit stronger. So yeah, I'll show you what I did out here. I jacked the body up on the sill panel again to a stage where the door shut nicely and the gaps look pretty straight. So now I have it in that position. That's where I'm going to put the body mount. That's where it's going to sit. So that's tomorrow's job. It's time to knock off now. Hey, good mid-morning. Got a little bit distracted by my second passion, which is writing and recording music. I learnt something, so it distracted me. Yeah, my music has just gotten a whole lot better because of it. But, well, that's for another channel. That's my other channel. Anyway, floor pan. Got the floor pan. Where were we? There. Where were we? Right here. Got to weld that in, but first I've got to make a bracket up for the body mount. So I didn't have any box tube the right size, so I made it out of 1.5mm plate, and it's plug welded about 5 or 6 times to the inside of the sill panel, so that's not going anywhere. So now next step is to do the final adjustments on the floor pan to get it to fit in here nice and snug. Alright, I'll just do that and then I'll come back when it's ready to weld in. So I've got the back mounting position cut out. Now the back wall's a bit rusty, so I'm going to have to replace some of that. And there's a big hole there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make up this back wall first, so hopefully that'll give me a bit more room to work on. Excuse me, not Rona, I promise. I just inhaled too much dust. So yeah, replacing that stuff. I've already made up a stencil. It's rusty on the back there as well, obviously, because it rusts through both sides. So I made up a stencil here. So now I've got to crack out the tin and cut out a piece. Alrighty. I did get a bit carried away here, guys. I finished the whole lot on the inside. That bit there was a couple of extra rust holes I didn't notice, so I had to replace that separately. Otherwise I would have done it all in one piece. My bad. Also replaced the seal panel because that was rough. So I did the inner and outer seal panel and had to replace some along the back there as well. So that's that done. Still got the driver's side to go. Hopefully it won't take quite as long because I sort of know what I'm doing now. And I've saved all the templates for from the passenger side, so I just reverse them all, do them exactly the same, reverse them, and then I've got all the bits I need. So I don't need to trace those out. Yeah. Show you these brand spanking new Auto Technica seats I got at a bargain price. But they're no good for the 620 here because no, it doesn't matter how far I push it back, it's like I'm driving with T-Rex arms. Luke McHugh, it'd suit you great. Yeah, so I'm not sure what'll happen with those. I thought about putting them in the Z, in the 240Z, but I'd have to retrim them again anyway, and if I want to do that I might as well retrim the original seats because they suit the car better. They might end up in my GU Patrol, or I might put them aside in case I get some other project down the track that needs seats. We'll see. Don't know yet. 2021, hey? This is going to be my year to make things happen. I said it. That's it, guys. No more rusty floors in the 620. Yeah. Didn't think it was going to happen, but it did. So next thing on the list for the 620 will be seats. I know I bought those brand spanking new, can't remember the brand, Auto Technica, I think. I bought them brand new, second hand, but brand new. But yeah, I can't drive like a T-Rex, my arms aren't that short. So I'm gonna try and fabricate some race buckets to suit my shape and form. Never done that before, and because it's going to be a track only car, they don't have to be compliant for the road. It's only going to be for hill climbs and sprints, so they're not real fussy with that either. So yeah, fix back bucket seats so I can stretch my arms out a bit more. Now this car's not, I'm not getting real major fussy on this car because it's going to be a rat racer for quite a while. Yeah, so it will get tidy eventually, but I'm trying to keep it moving as I'm going. So yeah, the floors might come out again one day because I might go for a tube frame chassis type deal, but for now at least it's safe. Okay, I'm going to call it for this video, guys. I'm going to get stuck into my 240Z in a minute, so catch you next week, guys. Subscribe and all that too, if you can. Cheers, that'd be good. Good man. Yeah. Hey, yeah.